Welcome, I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And I am really excited to be here today because we are doing a sneak peek with the November online exclusive items. I am so excited. Number one, we got, hold on, I'm trying to open my chat here. It's tricking me. We got the new packaging in. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We are also going to chat about what I'm going to do with my packaging. Do you see my little bucket back there? I'm going to bring it closer to show you. But my thought is when these go away, the cases, I'm going to have my buckets back there with stamp sets and dies. And will I put the stamps with the die set with the stamp? Or will I separate them and why? And I'm going to explain a little bit about what I'm going to do. Of course, that bucket's maybe a third of the way full. And I want to say, and that's stamps and dies, and there's 13 sets in there, I think, or maybe 11 bundles and 2 just stamp sets in there. So it's going to take up a lot of space because this right here, 12 is about right here. And that's just the stamp sets, not including the dies. And that is only a third full. So I do love the space. I was kind of thinking, oh man, I just hate changing up my stuff. Well, I already changed back here. So I'm changing and I'm kind of liking it. So there's a couple of things to get used to and a couple of things I'm not quite sure about. So we'll work it out, but I think it's going to be really, really good. So, quick things. 2 people actually just messaged me within the last maybe half hour and asked a quick question about joining. So let me just quickly touch that. I've already did my video yesterday that talks about bingo and classes and all that stuff. So if you're interested, all the links are below. But let me talk about the join real quick and answer a couple questions. So that's where you go to join the team. But let me show you the join flyer. It is October 1st through the 31st. You guys have heard me mention, I recommend the $35 one because then you can go back, start meeting your quota, get your Stampin' rewards, and also start getting your discount. Okay, so they're both $90 free. So I would prefer to spend $35, get my $90 free, and then go back in as a demonstrator and start getting your discount, start applying towards your quota, which isn't even due for 6 months, and earn your Stampin' rewards and all that good stuff. So let me explain a little bit of the questions I was asked. Number one, if you do join today, you will automatically, oh, it's raining. It was beautiful and sunny today, and it is raining and cloudy and windy now. Sorry, crazy. When you join, you'll have 6 months to be a demonstrator. You do not have to buy anything or sell anything. You're going to be a demonstrator through the end of April, no matter what. You buy your kit, you're a demonstrator. Okay. Demonstrator is kind of a word that tricks people up, and that's what they asked about. Is a demonstrator, you do not have to demo. You do not have to show anybody anything. You could just get a discount. Okay. Somebody said, I'm concerned about joining. I don't want to have to pay taxes and all that kind of stuff. If you are a hobbyist and you are using this to get a discount and on your crafting, you don't have to pay taxes. Okay. Obviously check your state, all that good stuff. But normally nobody I know of needs to pay taxes if you're doing this as a hobbyist and you just want a discount for yourself. The other question was, after 6 months, if you do not qualify, you're going to get that 7th month in April as your pending month. Everybody has a pending month if they haven't met their quota yet. And you will get that last chance month to get that quota and stay current. If you can get $300 by the end of April, then you will stay current, but then that just gives you May and June for that next quarter. And you don't have that free 3 months like you do when you first join. So just be aware of that. But when you first join, you know what? Try it. See if it works for you. See if you think that, between you and your friends can put enough orders in to keep you current and get a discount. Anyway, that's pretty much how it works. Obviously, I'd love to have you on my team. If you have any more questions than that, let me know. It's funny, both of them said, can you talk tonight about this? So, but if you need more questions answered or anything, just let me know. I would be happy to help you. I realize I put more eyeliner on one eye than the other. I look like I have a black eye. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Hi to Shauna, Lisa, Gloria, Stacy, Paula, Patty, Marva, Connie, Carol, Susan, Jody. Hi, how are you? So welcome everybody. Okay, so as we're going through, if you know my unboxing, I try to get detailed and look at it because I'm looking at it too for the first time, kind of not. It did come in at a decent time today, so I kind of got to play a tiny bit. I have not looked at the paper because that's the number one thing I want to do. But I did try a little bit of die cutting and a few things to show you, kind of to save us some time, but we can kind of check it out. Because I'm like, ooh, we need to see how this works. And I'm sure there's more. I just did a couple quick ones. So these are our new packaging. Hi, Virginia. So first off, I do like how big the images are, that you can see them really well. Are they 100%? I don't know. I haven't looked at that yet, but we can pull out a stamp set and check it out. I love that this one has the big title at the top. It's easy to know what it is. However, I take them out of here anyway, but I'm going to show you, I'm still going to use these papers, okay? The next thing is the die. I do not love how it says Stampin', Cut, and Emboss at the top, and then the name of the dies in all of the 4 languages is down here. Not loving that because the picture, yes, tells what it is, but I'm kind of like, where's the name of this? Oh, yeah, okay, Petals of Beauty. Well, then I realized it doesn't really matter because I take it out of here anyway. So that's not my biggest pet peeve, and we'll get to what that is in a minute. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to undo these and how I package them, and then we're going to start looking at product, okay? So here are, I'm going to go up. Here are these 2 stamp sets, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the stamp sets out, okay? When you get them, they're going to be in between here, just like they normally are, like the dies are in here, okay? I will be pulling these out, putting the stamp set behind it. I will put them in my new 9.5 by 7 landscape, and this is called a Slimline pocket. And so that's what I will use, and I'll give you the details on this in a minute, show you the packaging and everything. This is what I will be using. I want to be able to grab my stamp set, and then I want to be able to put it back in as I'm working, because if I have to take this and put it inside and deal with all this, then I'm not going to do it. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be like, oh, okay, here we go. And I'm going to throw it aside. And then this is going to get lost. And then I'm going to have this. And then I'm going to go, wait a minute, where does this go? And so, no, this is how I'm going to do it. I will put it like this, and it will go in my bin like that, which I title it up here, but I still have this here. Okay. The thing I don't like about this is the stamps do not align with the picture. There is nothing on the inside of this, nothing on the back except the directions like they used to be, but we don't have the outline so that we can, number one, be able to fit these nicely on the plastic so we know where they go. So we know if anything's missing. Now we're going to have to be like, okay, 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay. And then we're going to have to count. It says 10, but we're going to have to just kind of make sure we have everything. And then if we don't, what are we missing? We're going to have to line these up. Now, you're probably saying, take the plastic, lay it down, and reposition everything. And on this, maybe, it's kind of bigger over here, okay? And now let's answer our question. It looks like they are 2 size, okay? So they are to size on the front, which is really nice because you can kind of see the image and how big they are. But like I said, adding them on here and putting them in the order is going to be difficult, and even more so on other sets, because I have pulled some out and tried it, and it's not going to work. But if that's the worst of our problems, I'm okay with that. So for our dies, I'm pulling out our dies, and they will go like I've always done them. So I have a ton of these magnets and a ton of these envelopes. Once this die set leaves, as you know, when I pack, okay, I have 2 sets of dies here. So once they leave, I always buy 2 dies if it's something I know I'm going to use a lot of, because of bingo and classes and, you know, whatever. You can tell that was reused. So what I do is I take my pokey tool, I pull this off, I put the dies in a bag, I put that on there, and then that way I have the dies, and I either put them in the stamp set, or, as you know, a lot of times you may be getting a set of dies, but not the stamp set, because I have 2. And instead of giving somebody 2 of a retired item, I'd rather share and let somebody else get, you know, the second set. So that's what I do. So this is what I'm going to do, but then I ran into a problem, and I'll show you that when we get to it. So these I keep, and it's not a big problem, but it's just, I'll show it to you in a minute. And these I'm honestly going to toss. I kind of thought that I would maybe cut it and then put it in the back of here, but I will not do that, because I pull these in and out so much that I don't want to deal with this, and I've survived this long without it. So no, I'm not going to keep those. I do keep these, and between Stephanie and I, when we're, you know, she's doing die cutting for me, or she brings stuff back, she will bring this back with die cuts in it, and she labels it and tells me, you know, okay, this is 50 of these or 120 of these or whatever I need. And we go back and forth giving, you know, these to each other with pieces in it. So now we have bigger envelopes for that. So that's nice. So this is what is going in my bucket. So I'm going to set this in back over here. Now, what I do want to show you is this is what I'm using. Oh, I looked up the price for these, but I forgot to look up the price for this. They are listed below. I have my Stampin' Storage affiliate link below. This is the 9.5 by 7 storage pockets. Make sure you get pockets, not sleeves, because the sleeves will have a cut on the end. They do have them portrait, and it's you know, they're bigger opening than these are. But I thought, you know, you could take these and cut them off if you wanted to. And then that way you don't have to worry about the flap if you are okay doing it this way, and, you know, getting your pieces out and such. But I won't be doing that, but that's an option. And then you don't even have to put your title there, because you're going to see it right, you know, it'll be right here, so for your stamps. Now, somebody asked, will you be putting your dies in with your stamp sets? Because clearly, if I did, I would probably still put them in plastic like this, so that I can take them out and grab them. Because otherwise, you're putting a magnet or your white sheet or whatever in here, and they're going to catch on your stamps. I'm not going to put my stamps inside the sleeve for that not to happen, because that's just so much work. I won't do it. I have too many stamp sets out, and too many things that I am going back and forth, and then that's where, you know, I just won't do that. Okay, so there's that. So these are on Stampin' Storage, and if you get the 9.5.7 or 9.5 by 7, and then you want the 9.5 by 7 magnets, okay? And then that's what you're going to use if you want to use the magnets for a larger one. And then I'm going to show you why you might want to get a couple packages of these, okay? And then, of course, these are $19, I think, for 12. But when they retire or they're gone or whatever, I take this off, I put the magnet back in, and I have a drawer full of these that I have, like today, I pulled them out and put my dies on. Now, when I first did it, it seemed like, oh man, okay, yes, it's a little pricey, but it is the best solution for me, and I absolutely love it. So to me, I was kind of like, okay, this is so worth it. But it takes like like a main catalog, a mini catalog, a couple catalogs through before you start rotating those dies and stuff, because things are still current, but now it's going to change because of all the online exclusive items and how the last chance and stuff is going. That's going to change up a little bit, and it's probably not going to be as drastic of a purchase as it had been in the past. But anyway, so that is what I do for mine, and that's what my plan is. And let me grab my bucket here, which is going to be easy. I like that I can just slide the bucket out, go through and look at what I want, and then, choose it. Why don't I put the dies with my stamp sets? Because sometimes I want a leaf, or sometimes I want a sentiment, or like a label, or sometimes I want maybe not a leaf, but a little bird or a little butterfly, or, something that you have to go and find. And so I like to be able to look at my dies and flip through and find what I'm looking for. And that's number one. Number two, when I do bingo, I will come to the stamp set and go, okay, these all die cut out a stamped image. I can't use them, but I can use these. I can use this. I can use this. And then if you want a smaller leaf, I've always said, pull a leaf out from a stamp set that you have, a flower set. And so that is something that you could do. Okay, so I'll go through, and if it's a bunch of these on, then I know I can't use that set. All right, so that kind of helps me flip through and see what I have to work with. And then I go from there, and then I go, oh, okay, I could do this because I could use all of these right here and that one. So that's kind of why I'm going to keep mine separate. So that is kind of explains a little bit about my storage and what I'm going to be doing. There's also things you could do like this and find pouches that maybe you want to do it, from the top and put your stuff in. This is too short. I tried it because I was going to show you that option, but maybe you can find these longer. So just a thought that, kind of look out there and see what you might be able to find that works for you. Because some people want them up like this to look through, which would be great. And I wouldn't mind it as much with this because it's probably this wide. So this may be an option for somebody, but because of how I'm going to store them behind me, I want them like this. And that's just going to work out for me. All right. We're going to go and order by the flyer that we got as a demonstrator. So I'm going to show you the 2 suites first, and then we're going to go into bundles and go from there. And it's not in any particular order. I just kind of went through the page and put things together, mainly the 2 suites. So as I've been pulling these stamp sets, these are the first 2 suites. Petals of Beauty. Let me pull this out for you. So Petals of Beauty has all of these dies here. These cut the flowers. And then it's kind of like a 2-step. So this is a 2-step, 2-step, 2-step. Then you've got 2 different types of leaves here, which you have the 2 different dies for. And then you've got some of the, more greenery. And this is like centers of the flowers kind of thing. Really pretty. I like it a lot. You could take a permanent marker and trace around the stamps on an acetate layer. Yeah, you could, Sherry, but I pull that off and put it in the thing. And although the hard plastic one, I guess you could. If I got that concerned about it, I would just use the picture on the front and put stuff out and see which one I'm missing. But that is a really good option. All right, so there we go. So that's this first stamp set with this bundle, with this suite. The next one is called Words of Beauty. So it has Just Because. So it has the larger and then the type print. And then it's got the ... Kind, sweet, you're a great friend. It's your birthday. I appreciate you. I think you're amazing. lovely, I love you, you're so, and then it could be, you're so sweet, you're so kind, and then you've been on my mind, which is really nice. And then we have dies. So here's an example of labels that if these were tucked in with this, I would not even think about these to go look for those. But we have just and because. So just and because. Now, this is interesting because this goes with this, okay, to stamp. But this, you can outline the words and get, the word that's solid, not stamped. But look at this, could go here also. This one has more detail in it. It comes down a little more and cuts out closer. But this one still cuts it out. So if you wanted a little more white on it, you could do that. But this is really to give you an outline for your words. Okay, so when you do these words, and this just kind of gives you that back layer, but it still could use this. All right, which I'm guessing this, if we did this one and did the word and then did this, it's going to cut out with no border. That would be my guess. See, it's going to cut out with no border at all. You're not going to get that little white clean edge around the outside. So that would be something kind of to try. So just and because, and then we've got our 3 labels there. Okay. Now, one of the other things you're going to notice on here is I have words of beauty, and then I have the number with a D for dies and an S for stamps. I'm going to start doing that because if there's going to be some of these for dies this size. And if I pull this out and I'm using it and I'm using the dies, I'm not going to remember. I'm going to have to look here, come back over here, see which one matches it. Or here I'm like, oh, stamps. Okay, this one's the stamps. I'm just going to put that in there. And I don't have to worry about it. Like I said, when I have a bunch of stamps or dies out and I'm working on a project or prepping for a class or whatever, I have multiple things out at one time. I think that's just going to be easier. All right, so there's our 2 stamp sets with this suite. We also get this beautiful embossing folder. Oh, I hate this picture, this light here. So look at that. It's called Beautiful Pattern. So it's kind of like a crisscross with a little, like an eyelet. I mean, not an eyelet, but I don't know. It's got the little X's on it, like a little stitch on it. It's really cute. And it's all dotted lines on it. You can see that better. Really cute. So that's the embossing folder, beautiful pattern. Now don't forget, if you do decide to join or you're thinking about it, all of these things I'm showing you today, you can add to your kit. Whatever you want to up to that value of whichever choice you do. And then of course you can go back in and order more goodies. Okay, so here's the gems. These are called Pearls of Beauty. They remind me of the new in color gems a little bit. They're really, really pretty, and they're iridescent. They're really, really pretty. And the white ones just look real pearly. So really pretty. And the colors, it does not say, but I'm guessing crumb cake, calypso, coral, and white. So let's see our beautiful DSP. Now I haven't, before DSP, we have vellum. Vellum is back. Yay, you get a lot of vellum in this package. Oh, I threw the paper away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like 12. Yep, 12 pieces. And it's nice and thick. I thought the other one was thick too, but I don't know why this feels a little thicker. I haven't used vellum in a little while, but so there's our vellum. Now let's look at our DSP. Brushed with Beauty is the name of it. And I've showed you this before too. These are also from Stampin' Storage, and I think there's a link below, but it'll say by 12 by 12 pockets. Okay, there's our paper. Oh, how pretty. Oh, look, it gives like a brown border. So I'm guessing that this is for like a scrapbooking, that they're going to give you that border. Because for us doing cards, that's only going to give you a border on two sides. So it's kind of different. Because when you cut this down, you're going to have a border only on two of your sides. Which I don't think is terrible, but that's something to think about. That's something different. Okay, so, well, there's that. Oh, let me read these colors to you real fast. Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Secret Sea, and Very Vanilla. Oh, I guess this would be kind of cool, cut out with like tree dyes. Oh yeah, no, we're using this side. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I feel like that's upside. Oh yeah, see that feels better. It was feeling upside down. That is absolutely beautiful. I already have an idea for Mother's Day. So pretty. Oh, then this one, really pretty. I like the kind of earth tone colors of this. Really pretty. Oh yeah, then look how pretty these would be. And if you think about it, if you use this, look how pretty this pop of color is with this coral type color. I think that is really pretty. I want you guys to tell me what items are really popping out at you. Ooh, look how pretty that is. That is really pretty. Again, look at those with the orange. Would be so pretty. Love that. Ooh, do we have a die? Let me look back. I gotta look at dies. I forgot. Nope. But really pretty. These would be really cute to just cut out and use. All right, so that is that pack of paper. Beautiful. I love the colors. I love adding the crumb cake in there. I agree. This is really gorgeous. Brushed with beauty. So that is the sweet. Notice I have to put the pretty on top. All right, so there we go with that sweet. The next sweet is called Hobby Haven. Now, this one's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to take a look at it. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm missing a stamp set. Hold on, I only grabbed one. I think there's two in this one. Let me look. Wait, let me look at my paperwork, and I think this one has two, and I didn't look at it close enough. I want to make sure I show you the suite as it is. That's what I get for playing instead of paying attention. I'm going to go find the front page here. All right. Huh. I thought that this one went with something else, but it doesn't look like it does. Okay, well then, it doesn't look like it does in this, but I'll tell you what, when we get there, we'll see. All right, so this next one has I put the stamp set with it and it does not go with it. Sorry. Okay. But I'm going to show that one to you next because I think it does go with this. Okay, Creative Haven. All right, so look how pretty these are. You're the best. Friends like you are golden. So happy to have you in my life. You deserve all the good things. We've got some little stars there. Deep breath, and you've got this. I really like this because this is a really nice positive sentiment. And another perfect example why I don't put my dies in with the stamp sets is I might need tags or banners, but look how cool these are. So that goes there, this one here, the flagged here. And then we've got these different sizes that we could add different things. And then we've got some greenery there. And then we can do different types of holes. This for a ribbon and this for twine. Very cool. So I love this. I love new tags and we can make them dies or they could be tags to just go on your cards. Yeah, Susan, this is really cool. But don't you think there's a stamp, the other stamp set could go with this, the other bundle? And I'll show that to you when I'm done showing you the suite. All right, I'm going to move these all over here. So what else we have with this is we have these embellishments. They're called Earthy Matte Dots. And they are really nice. That goes with this. And the colors are really cool. So it looks like Early Espresso, Pecan Pie. I'm guessing Lost Lagoon. Cherry Cobbler, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look. But really cool dots. Then we have ribbon. Which okay, we're going to have to look at the paper, but that it says the ribbon goes with this. Let's see, and it's chevron. Let's see, how do I get this open? Oh, right there. This is really cool. I like it because it's really small. Look how little this is. I love this. All right, so let's do ourselves a little bow. I'm going to do 3 because it's so little. I think I can do a 3 one perfectly fine. So we'll do a 3 loop bow. I always like to test the ribbon to see what I think on how it's going to tie. Although I use my ribbon maker thing a lot, but I do like to do them like this. Look how cute. Oops. There we go. It's all loopy. Really cute. I love how this ribbon works. So I like to put those right back so I can use that later. But that is the chevron ribbon, and it looks like, I think this is smaller than, it's called Garden Green White. And let's find the English, 1/8. Yep, 1/8. Very small. I love it. Well, thank you, Susan. All right, so you saw the stamp set, and now look at this paper. Now, I haven't looked at it. I just saw the first page, but I do want to try something with this. Oh, look, it's sneak peek. Got a banner, some banners on the loose. All right, so let's look at the colors. We have Basic Beige, Cajun Craze, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, which is the ribbon, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. So those are the colors. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is really cool. Oh, look, this looks like a mosaic. You know, when you see the marbly like pavement that has like, or in a bathroom or something, it's just really cool, different colors. And then this has a mask. Oh, this is like relaxing type stuff. So you've got like tubes of maybe peppermint or whatever, and you've got a spray, some lotion, a loofah, a face mask, a comb. So it's like a spa type theme going on there. I'm not so crazy about that, but I'm sure it'll have its place. Then, because remember, this is called Hobby Haven. Now we have cooking. So you have the bundt cake measuring, you have your utensils, measuring cup, your blender, your colander, muffin tin, your coffee, your scale. Look at your cookie scooper and all that good stuff. Coffee right here, eggs. Really cute for baking or cooking. Super cute. I'm keeping the old stamp set containers just because they work for me. Oh, so Peggy, you're going to move everything into the containers. You probably have extra or whatever. That's a good idea. And then we have this, which I love. I love the Coastal Cabana colors on there. It's really pretty. Love this too. Then here we have plants. I love the chairs with the plant. You could take this out and then you could add the shelf, over and kind of make a scene with these. Really cute. I like that. My daughter loves plants, so this would be really cute for her. Again, I love how they put the Coastal Cabana in there. Oh, look at this one. Sewing. How many people do we know that sew? We have a sewing machine, yarn, embroidery, needlepoint. An iron is not my hobby, but I'm sure you need it to make your fabric nice before you sew. I know. Patterns. Oh my gosh. Remember the day with patterns? I say remember the day because I did that in junior high. And there's got to be a seam ripper on here. That's what's important, right? That's why I quit sewing. I used the seam ripper more than I did the sewing machine. Binding. Wow, they got really fancy on here. Oh, bobbins. Look at that. Buttons. The fabric tape. You even have pencils. Really cute. Straight pins. Wow. That is really cute for someone that sews, isn't it? Love that. Oh, I like the back too. Look how pretty. That could be for all kinds of things. Okay, then we come to here where we lost our tags, which is why this is a specialty paper, is we have these tags. All right, look at this. We have a border here that's scallop. That just looks like a ticket. I'm not quite sure if you know what this is. Looks like a ticket, which is kind of cute that you can, maybe put a sentiment on it. Cupcakes. Look at this, an embroidery cardboard to put your thread on. Oh, it's going to wow, that looks 3D. That's because one's on the loose. So label. Coffee, tea. Really cute. Look at this. All your little lotions and things. That's one piece right there. You could cut them up or you could use this as, a border or whatever. We even have our light here. Very cute. Different plants, a journal. You've even got tabs. Very, very cute. Oh, you even have painting. And some paintbrushes and water. Really cute. This is really fun. And then if you, not even just scrapbooking, but look at this is really cute. You can add that to a card and put a little note on there or a date. If it's a birthday or a special occasion, you can put the year on there or something like that. All right, I'm going to try and carefully put this back in here. I usually end up taking them off and putting them in an envelope or something so I don't lose them. All right, we'll put these in first. I don't like to tear up those back papers. All right, they're all falling off now. All right, we'll put those in last. See. It's a 5. What's a 5? What am I missing? All right, this is difficult once you take it out to get it back in. So my suggestion, get yourself one of our card envelopes undo all of this and put them in there so that we don't lose our pieces, and that way you can keep taking your paper out and checking it out what you want instead of, well, I will be doing that after my video because look at how many I've lost already here. I don't want to lose them or get them all bent up. All right, here we go. All right, so that is the Sweet Hobby Haven. Right, so there are those. So let me move all this out of the way. Oh, look at, I lost the coffee. All right, so there's that. I'm going to show you an individual paper here just so I can move it also and bring up my bucket. But this is called Whisper of Texture. And it is white, 6 sheets. So you get 3 of each. So this one is like a, oh, it's really going to be hard to see. So this one is like a clothing texture, like. All right, so this is, and it's, I mean, it's good thickness. Oh, that's a good idea, Tashana. Oh, it's not a ticket. It's got something to do. Oh, okay. Not a ticket. All right. So it kind of looked like it could be one of those chalk writer things for clothing. You know how they have them, they're flat. And then this one is like pinstripe that, let's see if you can see it. Kind of by my finger, you can. And that's like a pinstripe on there, but it's textured. So this would be kind of cool to add these and do them with like blending brushes or maybe even watercoloring. I don't know if this would be like a watercolor paper. You could try it, but you don't want to get it too wet. So we'll have to figure that out. But 2 different kind of textured papers. All right, so let's do our bucket. I will show you a kit at the end also that I got. All right, so I'm gonna bring that paper back in real quick because I want to show you something. So this one's called On Display. And I kind of saw the books. And so that's why I kind of thought it went with this suite, but I was wrong. And I didn't really look at anything. But look how cute this would be to add the cat to the chairs. Now, I'm not bringing all this paper back out, but if we brought the one out that had the chairs, let's see what if that kitty could sit on the chair. But look how little all of this stuff is here that could go with this. And then, of course, we have the books that is really cute with this, book paper. And a birthday for the books. Cute. Treat yourself. You deserve all the good stuff. You're the best just for you, which is really nice to have, a small one. You've been on my mind. Hello. That just looks like a little rectangle. Not quite sure. We'll have to see. And then, we've got a globe, some bottles, a pitcher, flag. This looks like it can go here with the greenery coming out. So let's take a look and see if that, now these are of course bigger. So the cat would be a pretty darn big cat on top of this, on top of the chair. It would be a big cat. It would not be my cat. Oh, okay. So this is separate. So this is one die, a stamp, and this is one stamp. But I like how you can put that with this and then have that coming out like it's a lot of different flowers in one vase. And then you've got these 2, that you can put in there. You could even put them in the picture if you wanted. And then you've got the birds with the cage, which is really cute. Let's see, where's the mirror? Here's the mirror. Now, I think the mirror would go really cute somewhere with the chair on a scene. That would look good. Anyway, so there's a lot of different little things. And my immediate, I saw books, and then I saw this, and I thought it went together. But wait until you see the die. So now you know that, we probably could bring in a little bit of this to work with this stamp set and this bundle Treat your shelf. Oh, yeah. Isn't that cute? Where is that? Treat your shelf. I love the punny sentiments there. You deserve all the good stuff. How cute. But watch these dies. Look at this. Now, this is what I was telling you. When you look, let me grab my other one. So here are the current dies, okay? And look at this die set. Look how many dies we get with this. Again, they're going to be big, okay? So that's why I say if you're going to stick with your old style, whatever it may be, you may still want to get this larger size if you're transitioning to something else. If you're going to stay in these envelopes, then obviously they fit because they came that way, right? But if you want, I think it's going to be nice once I transfer these on here to be able to kind of get what I want. But look at this. I think this, now I didn't look at the samples. I should have. But I think that this is a cabinet. I don't know if these are the legs. If somebody is looking at the samples, because I didn't do that. But if these are the legs and that's sitting up and it's like not a curio cabinet, but like a shelf unit, then that would be the legs. Or I guess you could do it this way and make this decorative, like a decorative piece up here. Because look at, we have this. Oh, but I would totally do this with the feet because it just gives it more, especially when we're putting this. Oh man, this is going to be so fun. If you put this, I hate trying to pull it off of here. Up here, look how, oops, this way. Look how pretty that's going to look. Oh, is it that way? No, it's going to be this way, like that. But look how pretty that is. And then have this as the feet. That's what I would do. But that is a lot of dies. You have the bird cage, but you also have the outline to stamp that and cut it, but you also have the inside bird cage. You actually have books. Oh my gosh. So this is a handle. All right. I should have tried this. You could put this handle right here, like it's a handle to open it. You've got hinges over here. Okay, so you've got these two like little hinges. Oh goodness, and more books, plants. These are the cats. So these are the things that go here. And then if you just need a small circle, flag, which the circle is going to go with the globe. And then let's look inside. So here's the globe stand. You have a mirror, which put silver paper in there. Look at a frame. Look at this little frame. You've got a little frame, a little jar with a lid. This is going to be a really fun set to play with. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. So how cute is that? Wouldn't you guys think that put those as the feet and put that at the top? So cute. So that is, like I said, the books. Can you imagine that with the paper would be so cute? Oh, the sample shows it sideways with the handle and the hinge. This sideways? Oh, like this? Like it's like put the hinges over here. Oh, and then put the handle over here. Ooh, I'm going to have to go look at these samples. Build your own furniture, right? Bookcase, some spaces have a door with handle. Ah, this is how it's shown at Stampin' Up website. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go and look at those samples because I did not. See, that's another thing about being a demonstrator. You can go and you've got so much opportunity to look at, lots of samples and different things. And then there's a website for demonstrators that we're all posting things, and you can just see all kinds of inspiration, which is nice. It's supposed to be a cabinet. Okay. Well, I think there's tons of ways you could do this. And I guess it would depend too on what fits. If you wanted something tall, you're going to have to do it this way so you can put, the taller items in there. If you turn it this way, it's going to be smaller items. So that kind of makes sense. My cat would be sitting in there. That's what would happen. Okay, so anyway, super cute. I like the idea of a nice, simple, clean card with just the pretty bird cage and the little birds. And then decorate it up. Okay, so anyway, there's a thought here that you're going to need, something larger. Or if you choose to do the older one, then the older style or the style that comes with it, then you'll know. All right, I'm going to set these up straight in here so I can move to the next one. All right, the next one is called Banner Sayings. Look at these cute, small sayings. You are loved. Consider yourself hugged. Wishing you good things. Happy birthday. I'm going to bring this down now. I think there we go. Happy birthday. You did it. I'm here for you. Thanks a million. I am so grateful. You're the sweetest. I can't thank you enough. Here's to you. Cue the confetti. Celebrate and sending my love. So you've got the two different fonts on there. All right. And then so you've got this really cute. But what would we need with this? Not a bunch of little stamps, but how about punch? Look at this. I brought this in to show you. Look at this. Perfect little banners for these little sentiments. How cute is that? I love that it's got a flag one on there. You're always wanting, a flag. And so we have to flag it ourselves now. We don't if it's a little one. And I love that there's a happy birthday. And so when you're making something big, sometimes you just don't have enough room to add, just a little happy birthday. And this is perfect. So yay. And this one is called 3 Banners. Remember we used to have the trio set, but this one they called 3 Banner. So that's pretty self-explanatory, right? So there we go. Banner sayings. All right, the next one, so much fun. Friendly Foliage. This one is super cool. And I'm thinking I should have got 2 dies because look at this. Here for you always, wishing you all the best. Get well soon. Sending love. You're on my mind and in my heart and thinking of you. So look at this beautiful stamp, but look at these dies. So you've got these different leaves, which are like outline. Then this is the solid to do these two. This looks like you could do it as a border. Okay. But this one is very interesting. This die cuts this out, okay? But together, this is one of those ones I was like, I need to see what this does. All right. So let me reach back here. All right. So this is cut out. Is that not cool? And then these are different sizes, but like this one matches here. And this one, I think, matches maybe this one. So you could pop a couple up if you wanted. But I love the idea of adding, uh-oh, I dropped it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Adding a little sentiment from our little banners or something right there. Even a tinier sentiment would be really cool. Okay. But look at this. This is if you put them both together. And it is so cool. It is like, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels like it's bubbled up, like it's embossed. It's so cool. And it just fell out of the die. I loved it. So just take your 2 dies, line them up, and then I put a little piece of tape diagonal like this so it would get this side, and here, and it cut perfect. But isn't that cool? And ooh, I bet you that you could, yep, look, you could put this on your colored one and then align them on, because you're going to be able to see your images and then cut them out. That would be really cool too. So you could have your stamped image on here. But I really like this because then you can take this and you can also emboss it. And then you've got even more texture, which is really cool. So these are going to be, this one's going to be a lot of fun. And I love the sentiments. It's just nice to do a get well. I wish there was like a sympathy one on here. But you could do here for you always, or thinking of you. So anyway, super, super cool, friendly foliage. All right, the next one is called Delicate Framing. Really great sentiment set. Big hugs, simply the best. So very thankful, here for you, and so happy for you. Love the font. Love the size. They're a little bit, they're bigger. So again, let's see, big hugs. Oops, this way. Big hugs. Okay, so that is true to size right here, which is really nice. Okay, so that's that, but what comes with it? Look at this. Absolutely beautiful pieces here that you could do different things with. And I did one of them. I wanted to show you. One that's not a second set of dies. Look at that. So I took this one and I put them together. Okay, so these and this one look like they go together. Okay, and then you've got these flowers that you can pop up, in there, especially on the vines. And then you've got the leaves and the flowers, and then this long vine. But then these two look like they go with this, and then these two look like they go together. But isn't that pretty? Isn't that cool? So there's all kinds of fun things that you could add one or two to, or even add it as part of like a collage of something. So, but I love the stamp set too. All right, the next one is super cute. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, here's my dies. Super cute. So it is called Valentine Kisses. Sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. Happy Valentine's Day. Bear hugs and kisses. Giving you a big smooch. I cannot wait to make this for my grandkids. Look at this, is like a little teddy bear. So he could be holding his little teddy bear, or this one's just it's like he's thinking or giving kisses. Look how cute they are. They've got little birds, a little sign that you could put your little XOXO on there. Super cute. A little jar. They got little smoochy kisses right here, little lips. Isn't that cute? Hearts. So cute. But look at this. This is a kissing booth. So you can put a banner. It's got little hearts on the inside. You've got the little sign. This is, oh, the wings. You've got the little wings, right? Like angel wings. How cute is that? You could put the little wings behind the bear, or like right here, like he's the little Cupid bear. And then you've got this little guy, which is this, because he's behind the booth giving out kisses with his eyes closed. You could put little smooches or little hearts. And then you've got a cute little, scallop banner that you can put down here or up here. You could put this banner down here. Even the little tiny teddy bear. This, what is this? Okay, well, we have a heart. Oh, maybe this is balloons. Look, it's strings for balloons, and you can put the heart and put heart balloons up there. Would be super cute. And then this is a little bird. And the flowers, the little jar. Yeah, super cute. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, what is this? Oh, I think you get both birds. It looks like both birds. Oh, good. Really a cute set. I cannot wait to play with this set. I'm not even done with Christmas yet, and I'm so excited about this one. Really cute. Sometimes the cutesy ones can be, but this one's, I like it because it's very general for all kids. And okay, swirled designs is really cool. So you have some stars, some flowers, splatter. You've just got some lines. You've got some, like, it's not even grid. I'm not sure. What do you call that? Kind of like a grid. It looks like a maze, kind of. Circles, and you've got that. And that goes with, oops, I kind of messed up here in my order. This one, swirled designs. So you've got your stars, your diamonds, circles, you got flowers, a little star, little leaves. Here's a flower with leaves and then little stars. And I die cut out stuff. What did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. Let me show you. All right, so I knew this would take a bit, so I decided, oh, let me just die cut it all. So there's one of the diamonds. And then here's the smaller one, which kind of surprised me because I didn't realize that there were two dies. So there's the small one. So you get a big and a little. And then you get the circle, a big and a little. These are always nice to just add in the background or something that you have, give yourself some more texture. Then you've got little flowers. And you get 3 of those. So there's those. You have your star. Now, the diamonds kind of are a little wonky, but they are diamonds. So you could use those. Like this one's definitely a little more wonky than this one, but it's not an actual, diamond shape. But you could always layer them up and do something, with the circles and the star. We're not even close to circles and stars, so I didn't keep those out to show you. Then we have this star, and so you have a solid and that, and then you have a group of 3 that cut out. So you have your individual one, you have your 3, and then, what did I do with my leaves? Did I lose my leaf? Oh, I bet you I tossed the leaves. Well, these are little leaves, and what I think you do with this one is I think this leaf right here, you could layer up on top. It's just slightly smaller just to give it a little more dimension, because they don't look like they fit on these. So I think you could just add them like into here, or add this on one side and add the individual one someplace else. The solid diamond could be a kite. Oh, for sure. Yeah, look. There we go. Let me get my trash out of the way. That could be too, but yeah, that could be. This one could be a kite. This one could be a sideways flying square. I just kept it so you could see if there was something that you might see out of it. But anyway, that's what you get out of this set. Oops, I didn't even get them all in picture. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, like a graduation cap. Oh yeah, you could put a tassel right there. Yep. Or this one, a bigger one. Yeah, that's a good idea. I would do it. Yeah, this one looks more like it, but yeah. So there you go. All the different kinds. You could do that. So some different ideas. I love these little flowers for things. And who doesn't need stars sometimes? So, all right. So there's that. Yay. All right. The next one looks like a lot of fun. And the next one is the Cake Day. I think there's only 2 sets that I didn't get. One was an adventure life with the like deer and some animals. I didn't get that one. And I didn't get, there were some other animals, like, I don't even know what was in there. Was it a panda bear? And maybe an otter or something. I don't know. I didn't get either one of those. So here we go. Cake Day. Look at how cool this is. You have your cake layers, so you can choose your filling and your flavors. Happy Cake Day, make a wish, and then, you have birthday, happy, and then birthday if you wanted to kind of mix it up. Let's celebrate, congrats, a little happy birthday. You've got your candle right here with your sparkler or whatever. You've got confetti that you can put on the cake. You've got little frosting that you could add on the edge up there. Oh, an elephant. Yes, thank you, Stacy. There is an elephant in that set. A panda. Oh, the hippo. I forgot about the hippo. Manatee? Is that what the otter looking thing is? I don't know what that is. Or maybe I do and I just don't know. So anyway, you've got these different kind of layers. Let's see. I'm looking at this and they're all different kinds right there. And then your sparkler is pretty big. Cute. Oh, and then you've got little round circles like this right here. Those look like those different colored candies. It'd be cute if it was a different stamp so you can do really colorful. But look, Happy Cake Day is pretty big. So this is even bigger than on here. Okay, here's Yay. Let's see how big Yay is. Yay is pretty true. A little bit bigger. But yeah, but like this right here is very big. It's right here. It's a lot bigger. Oh no, this one's this one. This one is this one. Like this. So yeah, they're a little bit bigger. Okay, so there's the cake, but look at this. Again, you're going to need the large dies. It's a large die. Okay, so you have your dollop of your frosting for the top, which would be like this kind of, but it's going to be like whipped cream, that you put on top. This, I don't know why these look like pies to me right here. So we're going to have to figure this out to see what these are. This is dripping frosting on a cake, which looks like it just cuts on the dropping side, nothing else, not all the way around. It does not. Oh, here's your cake card. Okay. So this is this one right here. So you have your cake card if you want to make a cake card. But this cuts just this frosting part, not around. So you could go all the way across if you want it on a color card or something. This is a cute label. These are candles, which I'm guessing is that, but these are I don't know. Maybe those are layers. Because these are candles. But I think these are candles like this, if you want to stamp them. This is a cool looking die. It's got like little detail inside, which is really cool. But you have your flag. You could do 2 colors of your sparklers. I don't know. Do you guys know what this is? Because this actually looks like a free-form pan. And this looks like pies. But I don't know for sure because there's no stamp to it. So it would seem kind of odd. So maybe I don't know. This goes with this. You've got little stars, 3 sets of them, which is nice. 2 frostings, which is this. This is your sparkler up here. This is if you want to make them without stamping. These, you guys have to let me know if you guys know what those are. Because to me, it looks like a free-form pan and pies. But I could be wrong. Anyway, cute set. I think it'll be fun to play with and figure out what those are. I need to go look at pictures, apparently. All right, so there's our dies. And again, our cake that we could do our frosting and everything on and add our layering on and trying to come up with some fun stuff. All right, so there's that. But here again is the big stamp set, and it does not match on here at all. But it does still give you your 2 pieces, so that's good. All right, so there's that. The pan looks things like a macaron cookie. It just seems like there's no rounded things to make those look like a cookie. Oh, the ones that look like a pan are like cream-filled cookies or something of that sort. Well, I'm all for a cookie. Yeah, it looks like it could be an Oreo because look, it's got the little dotted or something like that, and then on the bottom too. Well, we're just gonna have to play with it. Maybe this is a scoop of ice cream that's melting. I don't know. We'll have to play with it and see. All right, so there's that one. Now this one is called Pop-Up Petals. So here's the stamp. All right, we have, oh, forgot my cake. 2-step stamping again. We've got the rose here, this flower. We've got, this is an individual sunflower, but here is a cluster. It looks like this stamps on here. This stamps in the middle of those. This little guy looks like he is separate. And maybe you stamp on the envelope or the inside of the card or something. Because these all look like they line up right here with these. And those going inside there. And then you've got the 2 vases. Thanks for being there. Grateful for our friendship, or for your friendship. You get me, and I appreciate that. You make my life better just by being in it. Super cute. I love the font. I love the bold font like that. It's really cute. Let's see. It's the filling for the cookies. There are 2 cookies. You know, I know, but... Oh, so you're saying tuck it in here. Oh, there is a slit right there. There's a slit right here on the inside, and maybe this tucks in there, and then the filling comes out. Okay, we're going to have to play with this and see. Maybe wedding rings with the cake. Oh, it could be. There is a slit in there, so the frosting makes sense, but this cake is a pretty good size, and to put the 2 wedding, wedding bands next to it. I need a diamond, though, because they look exactly, they could be twin wedding bands. Okay, so anyway, here's this, and then we have our dies, and this is what's really cool, is this is a pop-up petals. So what you want to do is you take this, and these are 2 different sizes, so we have to figure out how it works. But it pops up when you open your card, I think, on the inside. I think I did see a little sneak peek of that. And it pops up, it folds when you fold your card, and then it pops up and you can put your flowers in it. So we're going to have to do a little bit of, I did not have time to look into that. Hi, Robin, how are you? We are just about done, but there is a lot to see. Could those 2 round items be cookie macaron cookies? Yeah, Sherry, somebody had mentioned that. And I think now that I saw that slit on there, that other is frosting that you can stick in there. But this will be fun to play with because it makes sure it pop up. This, I think, is like the top of the box that you fold over when your card opens up and your flowers are inside. So we'll have to play with this and figure that out. So there's a little trick to this one. So we'll have to play with it. All right, so there's that one. Now the next 2, the last 2, I should say, do not have dies. Let me look. I have one other thing here besides a new kit. So our story is a little more like scrapbooking, but I still like some options here for stamping. So I love this box right here, and you can easily cut that out as a label. And there's some leaves here that we could use for different things. This is us. It could be all, you could use that for different things. Family and friends, laughter. I love love and laughter. That you could use that simply on a card or for a wedding card or anything. Friends, of course, you could use all kinds of things. Our story, forever, friends, family. So forever family, our story by itself. I love the designs for different things. So this does not have to be for scrapbooking to me. I could use this for all different kinds of things. But I thought this was really, really cool. The best memories are created with friends, family, love, laughter, all kinds. So I thought this was a really cool set, and it's just called Our Story. But look how big this is. You can make this the center of a card. Okay, so this is 4 by 5¼ right here. Okay, you can put that in the middle. You could take these leaves and have them coming out behind this frame, pop that up, and or take some of that gorgeous paper and make it in the background, and then have this popped up as your center thing. Even if it just said friends or family or whatever, it'd be kind of cool too. Oh, and then it has love on there. So it's really cool. You can do lots of stuff with this one. Lots of neat stuff. Spent too much. Oh, Robin, I agree. All right, so there we go. All right, so now we have this one's called Lasting Linen. And this is actually kind of what that, I mean, minus these darker spots, but the texture kind of looks like one of those textured papers we got. Right, so it's just linen in the background, which is kind of cool. I think it would be really neat if you did it in like beige or a really light, soft color just to kind of fill in and add texture to your project. So that is really cool. Even that, what did I say to emboss? That foliage one, that you could take this and stamp on it just lightly and instead of embossing would be really cool. All right, there's that. I have 2 more things. One is these adorable doilies that I think must be used with those cute little Valentine kisses bears. But look at these, 24 of them. I haven't opened these and looked, but this is, it has a pink on top of it. It's just, I mean, it's hard to tell. But it's got little pink hearts and stuff all over on it. So there's that. And then you get, let me see if there's different kind. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 6 of those. You get, I'm guessing, 6 of the red. So this is the design. You can see a little bit better on that one. But you get the same thing here, but it's the 2-tone pinks. Then you get the large ones that are 6. Okay, so there they are. You can see the pink a little bit better on that. You get 6 larger ones. Now, these are really big for a card. These would be great for a card. This is more scrapbooking. However, I would definitely cut these in half and put them in the back or somewhere on the card. Even if you did a little part and just kind of tucked it in would be really cute. So then you have the red ones too. So it just looks like that. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at all the hearts and the dots. Use it as a stencil. You would really only use it one time because it's definitely just paper. But that is a great idea. If you use it as with a blending brush, it might last a little longer. If you just want to do it lightly, it could probably last a little longer. So really cute. 24 of those, 6 of each. And then let's look at the kit that I purchased. I only purchased one kit. It is the Calm and Bright kit. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, Donna, you are right. A Valentine's Day banner. Those would be so cute on there. And then use the big letters. So cute. All right, this one. Oh, I just threw it away. Calm and Bright kit. 166461. This is available now. All right, so let's see what we have. We have a stamp set, a little tiny piece of cardboard. The stamp set says, oh, I really like this font. Let me see. I don't know if white's better or red's better. There we go. Look at that. Merry Christmas. It's really pretty. All is calm, all is bright. You've got little stars and another little individual star there and there. A tiny snowflake. So cute. Sending joy, a little tree, another little star that kind of matches that one but smaller, a tiny house, and from our house to yours. So that's the stamp. Now don't forget too, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you want to get the Abundant Joy dies. I'm just going to show them you because this says joy. I just want to show it to you. Honestly, I haven't opened this up yet because I just got it. And so this is the Abundant Joy dies, but you get this cute tag, this really cute word joy. Look, it's got little like snowflake stars at the end of the joy, and then it's got stitching on the inside, and that goes with the October Paper Pumpkin. Oh, thank you, Tashana. I'll show that. And then we've got the flower, and then we've got the little stem thing there. And then we've got two different kinds of leaves. So this goes through December. So this is October, November, December. It goes with the Paper Pumpkins. Okay, so this is really, I love getting these dies because I use them for other stuff too. All right, so there's that. I always keep those just to my side here so I don't forget them. Okay, so we have Lost Lagoon is our color. I believe in this package, or maybe it's in the catalog. I saw somewhere that they said that it says gray granite is the color, but it's not. It is supposed to be Lost Lagoon. So I think there was a typo somewhere or something. All right, so let's open this up. I thought this was really cute, although I already have my Christmas card idea figured out. I thought this was really a cute set. Look at these little embellishments. You got glue dots and mini dimensionals. All right, so let's look. Here we go. This is what Tashana was talking about. Let's get it in English here. All right, so there we go. This is the stamp set. See, those are the two stars. Then that little star. These are little, well, that's a star. These look like tiny, oh no, they're stars. If I put my glasses on, these are little stars. So really cute stamp set. I love this font. It's really pretty. It's a perfect size. All right. Oh, good, Susan. Yeah, the joys. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's see. So these are like ephemera, like pop outs, but they're like paper. They're very thin. So those ones are super thin, and they've got parchment paper. They're laser cut, but they're really thin. These actually are thicker. So let me see. This feels like paper. This is a little thicker. Yeah, these are a little thicker, but look at all those tags. So cute. All right. We're going to look at the images in a minute, but I want to see all the goodies first. Okay, we're going to parchment these here. So we have ornaments, houses, more little banners, greenery, deer. Wow. Okay, so we have these. We have, ooh, these are like linen. 6 cards. Oh, we have a top fold. So we have 6 cards, regular hamburger size, and then we have style, and then we have 3 of the hot dog style. So there's 9, which I hope that means we have 9 envelopes, unless I'm counting wrong. Yep, 9. And look, it's got the little stars with the beige on the inside. Yep. And then we have like this little notebook type, and it's kind of like on thick white. 3 of those, so I'm guessing those go with the portrait one. Well, it goes, there's 3 of each design. And then this has like, oh, you can't even see it. It has like, lines down the side, like they scored lines on it. So there's 3 of those. And then there's 3 of these, which are, oh, you're not going to see this for sure, I don't think. But this has little tiny X's all the way around like a stitching, but they're teeny tiny X's. All right, so there's those. And so let me show you the cards. Let's see if I can get a bigger picture. No, this is it. Okay, which is going to be. So they're just soft, they're calm and bright. So we've got Lost Lagoon, and the colors are Basic Beige, Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and White. So really pretty. This has a little house above the Merry Christmas. They've stamped the little stars. They've got little holly leaves and a little tag with a little star on it. Really cute. They put the pink little embellishments with the holly. And this one has the ornaments. It says joy with one of those little banners. Little poinsettias with vellum and the pink color on the little note tag. It has thread around the card. This one has all the little trees, the deer, all is calm and bright. Got little greenery. It's just the white that looks like pine, but it's white on there with the tiny, tiny snowflake stamped. And it's got the little stars in the background stamped. Really cute. This is going to be a really cute set. I have an idea, so I will probably get another one and do some alternatives with this. So I can do 18 cards. So I'm excited to do this. I'll have to put an order in and get another one because it's really cute. I wasn't quite sure with kits. Oh, kit sale, you guys! I don't want to forget to tell you now that I'm talking about the kit. I was so excited to see that. There is a kit sale starting October 6th through the 8th. Ooh, I don't want to forget to tell you. So a kit sale. So all the kits are going to be on sale. This is one of the ones I'm definitely going to add to my list. I'm glad I just remembered because I was about to put it in. And I will get it on the 6th. So don't forget about that. Don't forget, I also have the Traditions of Christmas class. I know Stampin' Up! One is doing one, so that one you can also purchase through me if you're interested in. But this one is going to be $25. This is my first class with no kits. My other ones with kits are without kits that I have on my blog. That's the PDF and video link is because the kits have already sold out and they're gone. And so I'm selling the PDF and video link. So this one's just going to be a PDF and video link. I'm getting ready to go on a retreat, and then I'm going to backstage. And so I have a lot going on right now, along with my customer and family Christmas cards and team stuff and, everything. So I decided, and because a lot of people have asked if I was going to do another class, I decided I was just going to go ahead and try and do one like this. And I asked about it, and a lot of people were interested. So there is a link below, and that is available now. It will be mailed out by November 1st. And so you will get the PDF for it and a private video link for it. The class for Elegant Pines, I do have a few kits left. That one is available now. If you purchase a suite from me, the class is free. There is a link below for you to sign up and register for that. And that is just a few kits left on that. And if you saw my banner video, that is one of the projects you will get. That is a bonus project that you'll get for that. Let's see, the Advent calendar, I just did an unboxing yesterday for, so if you want a sneak peek of that, there is a video for it, and that is available. And of course, October bingo is the 22nd, and that is registration is open for that also. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you join. And of course, speaking of join again, really quickly, it is the best time to join right now. You will be a demonstrator for 7 months. You can go on, get your $90 free, pick some items, come back and get a discount on all the goodies that you want. If you join now, don't forget, you're also going to see the January catalog you're going to get to pre-order. Online exclusives you're going to get to pre-order, and you can add the November ones to your kit, but more are coming that you'll get to pre-order. And in April, which would be a pending month, even if you're going to be a demonstrator through March and April's your pending and you're like, I just don't know if I can do this, you're still going to get to pre-order all of the new catalog stuff for the new year next year for the large catalog. So it is a fantastic time to join. Don't forget, so many people join and decide they're not going to stay. They just want to get a deal, and they're still here. So it does happen. Thanks for sharing this with us. Oh, you are so welcome, Stacy. You're welcome, Donna. Thank you, Susan. Somebody mentioned, Donna, I would love the dies. So annoying, it's only for paper pumpkin. I'm in Australia. Oh, Donna, I'm sorry. I'm hoping it's coming your way soon. You are welcome, Gloria. So that's our sneak peek. I'm super excited about the new stuff. There's a lot of stuff I can't wait to play with and try. I might throw some new stuff in there now and again, but I still have a lot of Christmas stuff I want to play with. And although I have my cards pretty much planned out and prepped, there's still a lot of Christmas stuff that I want to play with. So I still will definitely be doing that and help share those items with you so you can kind of decide what you want to do for your Christmas cards. And I like doing different cards for different things because I want to use as many of the sets as I can. So I'm sure you probably do too. All right, everybody, I will see you on Sunday. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy stamping. Bye, everybody.